So I'm going to show you a little bit about the StudioPress themes, and the one I'm running out here is called Outreach. When you get to the back end of your WordPress, you'll see that Genesis has its theme settings section. In the theme settings section, which is what I'm going to discuss today, you will see some very important information. You have color style, which relates to the navigation bar and also the bottom of the web page. As far as the color, they give you three: blue, orange, and red. If you want to change that, whenever you make a change in this section of theme settings, you have to make sure that you hit the Save Settings button up top. If you don't do that, none of your settings will hold, and you'll just be pulling your hair out because you won't understand what's going on. Down here under default layout, you obviously have simple header, your content area, and your slider, and then obviously your sidebar. And then over here you have the header and the sidebar on the left, content, and then two sidebars to the left, one and one, and then full width content. Again, once you click on that, you need to always hit Save Settings, which will bring you back to new settings. Down here, the breadcrumbs page. Now this is important. If you're running a blog, and obviously if you're using WordPress, you're probably using a blog, you want to enable your breadcrumbs. And if you want to enable your breadcrumbs, you put them usually on your post, your page, your archives, and your 404. So you just got to make sure that if you don't want post, breadcrumbs on the front page, click this off and whatnot. And then comments and trackbacks. Again, unfortunately, a lot of people trying to hack your site today. Sometimes you want to take these off. And then this is just display post content. Again, we'll get into this a little further as we get down the line, as we look at some of the sections of StudioPress. One thing that's very important about this section is right here, the header and footer scripts. If you need to put any PHP code in, what I've learned over the years of working with StudioPress is that you have to be able to get into these sections to edit some information. StudioPress is a little funky. You got to work with it. Me and my web developers have really looked at some of the inner files of Genesis, which is the framework for StudioPress, to try to get a better understanding and grasp on how this information is outputted, how the themes are outputting, and you know what, a lot of the things you can get through and you can get by. In later videos, I'll show you some of the work that I've done on other websites that are built exclusively on StudioPress with Genesis Framework, and I'll show you how I was able to get around a lot of these things. Again, if you take your time and you look through the options that they offer, you go over here to SEO settings, you'll see that the basic settings of Genesis are straightforward. Okay, they want you to know where you want your document title, left and the right. And these are good things. They've really set it up for a person who never used used a theme like this, can have a pretty easy way of getting through something like this. But to build a custom website like I do all the time, to use this as my starting point, it's a great help to me. But there's a lot of customization that goes into making these sites come to life. So sit back and watch a few of these videos, and I'll show you how to get through StudioPress and how to really work with WordPress to be effective for you.